much. Brianna?
President Trump is traveling to the swing state of Pennsylvania here in the next hour. The president expected to push his plans to bring costs down ahead of the 2026 midterms. Affordability remains a key issue for voters. It's something the president promised that he would handle during his 2024 campaign. Now Trump says he's ecstatic with how the economy is shaping up.
I wonder what grade you would give
A plus.
A plus.
Yeah, A plus, 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 plus. The word affordability. I inherited a mess. I inherited a total mess. Prices were at an all-time high when I came in. Prices are coming down substantially. The Democrats love to say affordability, but then they never talk about it. They're the ones that gave us the high prices. I'm the one that's bringing them down.
Joining us now from the Hill, Republican Congressman Mark Alford of Missouri. Congressman, thank you for being with us. I do wonder how you would grade the economy.
A plus. Look, I'm using the same template that our president is using, and that is the potential, what we are going to see with the economy in the first and second quarter. While we're having a lot of cold in the Midwest right now, a lot of ice, America is going to heat up with the economy based on the tariffs that are coming in, the tariff money, based on the One Big Beautiful Bill, the working family tax cuts. It is going to supercharge the economy. This is a bow and arrow right now. We have drawn back the bow, and in the first quarter, we're going to let this arrow go, and it's going to hit the target.
Is that what you're, I mean, you're on the House Small Business Committee. Is that what small business owners in Missouri are telling you, that this is an A-plus economy right now for them?
Look, our small business owners, I get that they have been hurt somewhat by some of these tariffs, but the business owners that I talk to are seeing a resurgence in people coming out to shop for Christmas, to shop for Hanukkah, to shop for other holidays. This has not hurt them as they thought it would, not as much. The tariffs have brought in some $400 billion. The president's using some of this money to offset and help our farmers. Many of our farmers are small business owners in Missouri. We have 87,000 small business owners who are farmers in the state of Missouri. They're going to be helped by this.
So when we talk about people getting the squeeze, of course, we're talking about farmers, right? Soybeans are Missouri's top ag export. Farmers are hurting. Yes. The Trump administration announced this $12 billion farm aid package yesterday. You're talking about here after the trade war with China prompted China to stop buying American soybeans. The president of the American Soybean Association spoke this morning with my colleague John Berman. Here's part of their conversation.
This is a good first step, but this will only take care of about a quarter of the losses that the average soybean farmer has accumulated this year. We've lost an average of $109 an acre on this crop we just produced.
Mr. Ragland also called it a, quote, Band-Aid on an open wound. And I hear you touting this bridge to farmers, these bridge payments. Yes. But Mr. Ragland said essentially that farmers want a market-based solution, not government assistance. What do you say to that?
Look, I understand the pride and the integrity of the American farmer. They also rely on the federal government for help along the way to get the loans that they need. That's why we have programs that help in offsetting some of their losses, mitigating some of their losses. This money is going to be used by these soybean farmers, by the cotton farmers in the southeastern part of Missouri, by the corn farmers in Missouri to go and get those loans now from the Farm Credit, from the banks, because they were not going to be able to get these loans based on their losses and the help, the safety nets not being there. We are giving the farmers their safety nets through 80% of the farm bill that was passed through the One Big Beautiful Bill. Those safety nets are there, an increase in reference prices. We are helping the American farmers. Donald J. Trump knows the importance of feeding America and the world, and we're going to get it done.
But that's not what farmers are telling you, right? I know that you've heard from them. They say they're hurting from tariffs. I know you had a town hall this summer. KMIZ reported about one farmer telling you it's not just that China was retaliating, they're not buying soybeans, even though that's back now. But tariffs actually drove up prices of fertilizer and other farm goods. So, I mean, this idea of loans, but when you are paying more for goods that you paid a certain price for before, and your margins are pretty slim. Do you think the administration is understanding this? Do you think they're getting that message?
Oh, yeah. They do, and they understand, as I do, that it was Joe Biden that drove up the price of fertilizer and fuel with his war on fossil fuels.
Well, no, that's not what this farmer told you. So what do you say to him?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now.
But that's not what this farmer told you, and he's the farmer who's telling you. He's telling you, and sir, excuse me, this farmer, you heard him. He said this to you.
Russia.
This farmer explained to you when he saw his prices rise.
So yes, we need to look at fertilizer prices. Fuel has come down and will continue to come down thanks to Donald Trump.
Are you listening to your constituents? Because he was very clear about why his prices were going up.
Brianna, I did 15 stops on a town hall tour, one of the few Congress members on the Republican side and the Democrat side to actually do that. Yes, ma'am, I listened. I took 256 questions and sat there and listened to insults, listened to yelling, listened to name calling, and answered when they wanted to be respectful. I remember that farmer. I understand his concern, but the large number of farmers in Missouri believe in Donald J. Trump and that he's going to get things done. We're doing that with beef prices. We have the A+ Act, which we have introduced. It's going to allow livestock marketing associations to participate in meat processing to make sure that these larger, the big five, as I call them, meat processors don't have a lock on the market.
I also want to ask you on another topic. Your Republican colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, was on CNN earlier today after the president attacked her repeatedly. He called her a traitor. She said she's not angry at the president. She said she forgives him, but she's had a hard time with the traitor part. I want to listen to more of what she said.
Because of his words, that brought serious threats against myself and my family. We had a pipe bomb threat on my home, a pipe bomb threat on my family construction company and staff, and had multiple pizza doxings. But the serious one was the direct death threats on my son. And I think that goes beyond anyone's arguments or disagreements or politics. All of our children and our families' safety should matter to anyone, no matter if they're mad at us or disagree with us.
And the Congresswoman went on to say that she sent those threats directly to President Trump, and she says that his response was extremely unkind. What do you think about that, considering the president, you know, is someone who, I mean, he certainly, of anyone, knows the stakes of political violence?
Well, look, I wish the best for Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's been on my podcast. We have a good relationship. I don't know exactly what went